Good morning. Snowy, gray Wednesday morning. Welcome to the Birmingham Area Cable Board meeting, Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. Please do the roll call. Gail?
Chris Dobies.
Yes.
Rick David.
Yes.
Donovan Shand. Deanna Brown.
Yes.
D.E. Hageman. Jim Cleary.
Here.
David Ike.
Here.
George Abraham.
Here.
Pete McDonald.
Here.
Ray Camus.
Here.
And
We have a quorum. Okay. Everybody read their packages. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes from the Cable Board meeting of November 19th, 2025?
So moved. Second.
Okay. Ray, and then Jim seconded. Does Gail read approve it, or is it just?
Yeah, so if there's a motion, seconded, and then we have vote on it, and it could be ayes and nays for that.
Okay, so we need to vote on it. It's been seconded.
Okay, Chris Dobies.
Yes.
Rick David.
Yes.
Deanna Brown.
Yes.
Jim Cleary.
Yes.
David Ike.
Yes.
George Abraham.
Yes.
Pete McDonald.
Yes.
Ray Camus.
Yes.
Did I get everybody?
I think it's everybody, yes. Any public comments? None. Number 4 is the PEG grant request from Next. Do you have any input on that?
Yeah, we did convene, Mr. Chairman, a PEG committee meeting after our November meeting. Just some bullet points. We were looking at stretching out the cost of the equipment over a 2-year span. Steve Rhoda will be getting us some quotes for a new truck camera. We're also going to be getting other quotes for other cameras for the studio. So this is an ongoing discussion, and then some of these issues will be brought up again. We are going to be convening a PEG committee meeting after this general board meeting. It's a work in progress.
Okay, let's go back to, Next has a request. Chris? Thank you.
Good morning. Happy New Year, and thank you for having me. My name is Chris Braun. I'm the director of Next, which is the 50-plus community center that serves Beverly Hills, Birmingham, Bingham, and Franklin. I haven't been in front of you for quite a while, so there's a lot of new faces. Our request today is for a very long overdue update to our website. When we changed our name in 2015, we obviously created a new website, which has been serving us well for quite some time. However, being 10 years old in the technology world, I'm sure you can all understand it's probably 100 human lives. So it is, we're struggling to keep it up to date, and since we're a small nonprofit, I'm also the administrator of the website, and I update all the information from month to month, and it's really becoming a struggle to be able to administer it well. And also, as I said in my letter, it was never meant in 2015 to work with mobile devices, which has become such a preferred way to not only view our website, but register for classes and programs through our website. So that's become increasingly difficult. Our website, for the most part, visually looks nice, but like I said, on the backside, it's become very, very cumbersome and very, very outdated. I have a quote from our designer in 2015 that created it, who we're very happy with. So we'd like to stick with her and her company, and that quote is in the packet as well. In addition to that, we have 2 laptops that in 2019 you funded for us, which are really crucial to our day-to-day programming. Our presenters use them for their PowerPoints or their presentations. Our facilitators use them for things like book clubs and discussions and things like that. And then, of course, our staff use them periodically. But they're mostly to present and to facilitate for our members. And then in addition to that, we have a few other requests of, supporting our cable needs for the year, and also our registration software, which will then be hopefully integrated into our new website, which will make keeping track of our members much easier, and our non-members, which we have a lot of non-members that use our facility and our come to our programs that we don't always capture because they can register as a member, and it's hard for us to detect the difference. So with all those changes coming forward, we would be honored and really humbled if we could request a grant for the $13,264.41. We are growing exponentially, our needs are growing exponentially, and I think the senior population will also continue to grow. So if you have any questions or thoughts.
Chris, so, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, your line item. So the updates, the actual reconstruction of the website is the 6250?
Correct.
And then just the Comcast for the month, or I'm sorry, for all of 2025, that was just for Comcast hosting it, or what does that cost?
Actually, that's not even our hosting website. It's GoDaddy further down, which is our hosting website.
Okay.
Comcast is strictly our cable and our internet.
Okay,
We have a computer lab for residents that do not have internet at home, and we have frequent users that come in and use our computer lab.
I see.
And stay connected to the community that way.
Okay, thank you.
Is all of you familiar with Next? And I added a newsletter to the letter that I sent in. I hope that was shared with you. We are, as you can see, really bustling with about 250 programs a month, and just want to serve our members better. So, any other questions or thoughts?
Any other questions, input,
Well,
suggestions?
I think we can all say that having experienced our own website problems, that the amount you're asking for is a bargain, so.
Yes, we're lucky. She she's a small independent contractor and doesn't, overcharge, which we're fortunate for.
Who is that?
Who is it?
What's her name? Yes.
DRW Designs is the company, and her name is Deb
Weiss.
Weiss is on there. And she's, like I said, I found her through another senior center in West Virginia, and I've actually never met her, but we talk often because she's in West Virginia, and she's done a fabulous job for us and is always available when I run into glitches and things like that.
Ray, you run the peg. Any other questions you have, input?
No, I apologize for jumping in front of you on
No.
the agenda, Chris.
Not a problem at all.
I'm so excited to talk about it in minutes.
Perfect.
So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, none of the costs seem, out of line or exorbitant. I mean, certainly you're replacing a couple of laptops. I imagine the laptops are somewhat ancient.
Well, the problem is the compatibility. We have presenters that come in with their presentation on a flash drive and struggle because our laptops are so old to make them communicate to each other.
Sure.
Then it's this little panic situation, and then we all run around the building trying to find what are those widgets, and so it'd be much easier. We can't really work with a laptop that doesn't support Windows 11.
Okay.
Can I ask what our policy is with hardware, like laptops? Have we funded those in the past for other organizations? I thought we kind of stayed away from computer hardware aspects.
I don't remember. That big Birmingham schools that we funded was, I can't remember if laptops were included in that package, that technology package.
I don't think they were specifically, and I also question whether, we would, in the past, we've been asked for operational support, and we have, paper and toner and software for registration purposes for operational aspects, and we historically have not funded those kind of aspects. I mean, I remember the Birmingham Historical Society came in for that, and we said, we're not going to fund operational kind of costs. We're there to do hardware and, technology aspects, but not all technology either. So I'm just curious what your thoughts were on that.
The reason why I included them in this packet is because those laptops were two that you had supported in the past. You had purchased them with a grant in the past, and now they've become outdated. And the registration hardware is something that actually every year we used to come to you for. And you have supported that in the past. We haven't done it in a couple of years because frankly, we've been able to do that ourselves. But now I'm sure many of you have heard that we're trying to move. Our expenses are increasing. Everything's increasing while our costs are increasing and our revenue is stagnant or lower because federal grants are the ones we've counted on in the past aren't necessarily there anymore. So these are all things that you have funded in the past, which is why I included them. So I don't want to seem greedy by over asking, but I just went with previous requests.
I don't know, I don't have immediately the answer to your question, Rick, regarding operational costs. Chris, do you remember the last time you were before the board, what the amount request was?
2019, and it was under $5,000, and it was for registration software and the toners and the, just the little, not the web update. There was no web update in that, and not the laptops, but the Comcast and the registration software.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion for it, yeah.
To approve
Approve, yeah. Second.
in the amount of $13,264? Okay, second?
Second.
Thank you.
Fanfare?
Gail?
Sorry. Rick David. Deanna Brown.
Yes.
Jim Cleary.
Yes.
David Ike.
Yes.
George Abraham.
Yes.
Pete McDonald.
Yes.
Ray Camus.
Yes.
Chris Dobies.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck.
We are very grateful. Thank you.
Chris, I'm sorry, you said where are you moving to? How about a Reader's Digest summary?
In a nutshell, the city of Birmingham, 3 years ago, with the help of Next, we kicked in $500,000 to the purchase of the YMCA on Lincoln in Birmingham. And they, in about 2 months, will be leaving Birmingham and going to Royal Oak. And we are going to move into that building, which is a little dated. So it's going to need some TLC to make it, livable for our seniors. So we ran out of space, and the Birmingham schools need their side of our building to increase their preschool capacity. So,
Good luck.
yeah, thanks.
Just a quick comment. You just hear all over campus, you hear great things about Next.
Oh, thank you.
Programs, speakers, movies, it's high vitality. Way to go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, the facility is nice where they're at now. I've been over there a number of times.
It's
But-
very nice. We wish we didn't have to leave.
Right. But you're growing, and preschool needs that area. Okay, thank you for coming in. Okay, number 5, the approval of equipment. Any other discussion on that, Ray or Steve, or do you want to go ahead?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Ray jumped about 4 agenda items. I was lost
I saw
back.
Peg,
I was
so-
lost back in the control room.
I get so excited by this stuff, Steve, I'm sorry.
This item is on the agenda for a motion to approve a piece of equipment. It's the a fiber live transmitter receiver, which feeds this room and goes all the way back to Bloomfield Community Television, our location. So residents in in your community can watch this meeting and the Beverly Hills meetings live on Comcast, WOW, or AT&T. Mr. Dobies is familiar with the live feed problems. It's been happening for a long time. It would always drop out black audio. We would lose audio. And residents who are watching live were always disappointed when they're watching. But the rebroadcast feed was always good on the recording. So I did some troubleshooting with Advanced Lighting and Sound when they were here to replace the audio condenser, and they had, the fiber was clean, the signal was clean. So then I did some troubleshooting. I took the Thor transmitter from Baldwin Library, brought it over here, switched some cables on our end, and last night, I don't know if Mr. Dobies watched the meeting, but it was a strong signal all the way through, and so we need to repair that transmitter receiver. So we have confirmed it's the Thor is the brand, and the cost is $1,905, and that would replace the Thor system that's in Baldwin now. So if this gets approved, I will put the new Thor system here and then take the one that's in here, take it back to Baldwin. And if they go live on Monday, their signal will go in and out actually with the system we have in place there now.
Yeah, Steve, I watched the meeting last night, and it was good.
There was no dropouts or anything like that. There was no sound for the first couple minutes. Okay, that's a different problem. Okay.
User mistake, thank goodness I was
Okay.
watching, or else the whole thing would have been without audio, so.
Any other discussion, input? Do I hear a motion?
And just, Mr. Chairman, so Steve obviously advances the go-to vendor in this case, obviously. I
Yes.
mean, we don't need to bid it out or anything
It's
like
the
that.
same price if you buy it from B&H or any other vendor.
Okay. Thank you.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved?
Second?
Gail? Will you read it?
Deanna Brown,
Yes.
Jim Cleary,
Yes.
David Ike,
Yes.
George Abraham,
Yes,
Pete McDonald,
Yes.
Ray Camus,
Yes.
Chris Dobies.
Yes.
Rick David.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
You're welcome. And just a reminder, when you speak, please speak into your microphone when it's your turn. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's see.
Committee reports, Cable Action Committee, George.
yes, we had a meeting after the last board meeting to discuss the strategic plan again. We had some suggestions, but nothing definitive, and we decided to table it for a while to see what, to think about it and see what's going on. Subsequent to to that meeting, we had some issues brought up about our website. And so we're going to be discussing that after today's meeting. We'll have a Cable Action Committee meeting, and all the board members are welcome to attend. So that's it for now.
Okay. Thank you, George. PEG Committee? Anything else?
Other than my jumping out of
It's
line?
okay, that's my fault.
Just to reiterate what I said earlier, we discussed those issues. On a serious note, though, these are costs that we're going to have to stretch out. So we'll be getting quotes from Steve, from their vendors, and then, again, we'll be convening a meeting after this meeting, general board meeting.
And that will be first, because Ray has to.
Yes,
leave.
please.
Okay, thank you. Executive Director's report?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As you can see from my report, it was a quiet couple of months. We had no complaints, just very rare, but it does happen occasionally. As far as the financial reports, I gave you all the fund balances, which are up to date except for Beverly Hills, and you don't have the other reports because I need to get some clarification from the information from Beverly Hills, and so I will supply that next month. We have, I listed the checks that I've written, and none of them are of note except for our usual quarterly contract payment to BCTV, which is in the amount of $77,075, and we pay that once a quarter. As far as additional notes, we finally have a new board member from Birmingham. I've been in contact with him. He's somebody that Gil knows. Unfortunately, he felt bad he couldn't attend this meeting, but he will be, as far as I know, he will be here in March, and you'll all get a chance to meet him. The annual audit is nearly complete. I have been working diligently with the auditors. As you know, we switched auditors, and these folks are in Grand Rapids. So they will be presenting in March when Gil can be here at our March meeting. And unless anybody has an objection, as long as we have the technical capability, we will allow them to present by Zoom so that they don't have to make the trek in from Grand Rapids. If anybody wants anything different in that regard, let me know and let Gil know, and we can talk to the auditors about that. Comcast eliminated the position for our escalation representative, Eric Woody. It's kind of sad because he was great. He was just great. But his last day was December 31st. And so he's indicated that there's a different person we should submit our our complaints or our requests for a resolution of issues to, and his name is Brian Sapita. I have not had any contact with him yet or needed to because of, we really haven't had a Comcast issue since the end of the year. But we'll move forward with a new person from Comcast. And my last note is sort of on the outskirts of what we do as far as our cable board, but since everybody seems to be interested in streaming these days, there is an effort at the federal level to get some legislation passed to make it easy to cancel subscription services, which would include streaming services. There was something that I believe passed last year, but it was struck down by the courts, so there's now another effort to push for that. It's called the Unsubscribe Act now. Last year, it was called the Click to Cancel Act. And it's a nonpartisan kind of thing, so most likely, eventually, it will be passed, I would think, because everybody likes the idea of not getting stuck into a subscription service and then trying to cancel, and they make it so gosh darn hard to cancel. So this is an effort to make it as easy to cancel as it is to sign up. So I wanted to keep you posted on that. Other than that, nothing else of note. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Kathy. Any questions?
Yeah, it seems that there's a lot less complaints lately. And that has gone along with the tendency to have more streaming. It's just interesting because there's still a wire involved, so I'm wondering if there's just a lot of less problems with streaming than delivering cable TV. That's an interesting issue. I guess we don't have any answers for that. But also, is there any issue with working with a company from Grand Rapids? I mean, have you found it as easy as working with the local auditor?
I've been very pleased with their level of service. They've been great. And when I checked around before we even went to them, the other communities that use them were very happy as well. And that's been my experience. I haven't had any issues whatsoever.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Anybody else? Any other questions? Input? Thank you, Kathy. Provider-related topics. Representative from Comcast, AT&T, or WOW. They're not here. Steve, BAPA-BAMA report. You're quick.
I knew they should clone me, right? So welcome, or hello again, everybody. Happy New Year. During the time period for our BAMA programs, we completed all regularly scheduled municipal meetings, and we also covered a special Village of Beverly Hills meeting and a Birmingham Joint Commission and multimodal meeting. From BAPA programs, from BACB area individuals and producers, we have taped 24 programs, and that includes all the podcasts, concerts, and also a few sporting events I think we have on here, and a Daughters of American Revolution wreath laying ceremony. And then also the winter sports schedule has come out, as I mentioned, in November. We covered wrestling in December. We had a girls basketball game yesterday at Seaholm. So that gives us 5 more winter sports programs that we'll cover, and that's girls hockey, boys hockey, a boys basketball game, and also swim and dive. And if you're ever able to attend any of these games at Seaholm or Groves, come on out and check out the competition. It's fun, a good little rivalry. Having trouble speaking this morning, sorry. And so in November's meeting, we discussed equipment failure in this room with the audio processor and audio amplifier, and that has been repaired. In the meeting, you guys also discussed the Village of Beverly Hills should take on that cost, maybe reach out to and make an insurance claim. I believe, I don't have the price in front of me, but I believe it was around $2,000, and with the insurance claim, trying to pay the deductible, it was not worth having an insurance claim at that time. So at the moment, Village of Beverly Hills paid for that service. I'm not sure if they will come to the board at a future date. Some of you attended our 40th anniversary and open house on December 1st, or December 4th. As our 40th celebration, and I appreciate those who did attend, and it was a great time, and we had a strong success and well-attended. Approximately 50 people attended, including former and current employees and producers, residents, BACB members, volunteers, and family and friends. The event provided a meaningful opportunity to celebrate the organization's history, reconnect with long-term supporters, and strengthen relationships within the community. We were grateful to everyone who took their time to attend and help mark the milestone. So hopefully we can go another 40 years here. As part of this event, we also presented a Heart of the Community Awards. Recognition was given to a volunteer resident producer, Henry Gornbein. He's been with us over 20 years, producing a couple series, Practical Law, and now Gracefully Graying. We have a long-term part-time employee, Dan Sigler. He's been with us over 20 years, and he does a lot of the Birmingham meetings. So if you are in the Birmingham area, you'll see him at the commission room there. And then he does a lot of camera work for our sporting events, parades, and lectures. So you'll see him out in the community, so we recognized him. And then for an organization, we gave a recognition out to the League of Women Voters. So this is something Carrie started last year. So we want to highlight a volunteer, a staff member, and an organization. We made up a plaque that acknowledges those individuals and organizations, and then we'll hang it up in our studio, so when you ever come out and check it out, you'll see that plaque there. So overall, the event was successful, and it was just a great day to end the 2025 year. So overall, we had a great 25 year, and we look forward to working with you guys through 2026. 2025, meaning the year, for 40 years. The year 2025 was a good success, and now we look forward to working with you in 2026.
Steve, just a quick question. Has hockey always been at Detroit Skate Club, not at the ice arena?
So it goes in multiple places. Hockey is unified, so it's Birmingham, Seaholm, and Groves are one team.
Correct.
So we will either be at the City of Birmingham ice rink or the Detroit Skate Club, depending which opponent they play. Or I guess the ice availability. And I'll be quite honest with you, I believe the Birmingham Ice Arena did remodel their arena, which is really nice, but it's really not user-friendly for camera setups anymore. And the Detroit Skate Club, which is in Birmingham, Bloomfield Township off of Square Lake in Franklin, that is actually accommodates us a lot better and get an easier production. But we have done stuff there at the City of Birmingham, but I would rather do it at the Detroit Skate Club now just because it's the easier setup for our crew.
Okay.
And that's all I have to report. And I'll talk to everybody in the PEG meeting.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Any old business? Any new business? None? Public comments? We have a few people here.
Mr. Chairman, I'm excited that there's this many people in our audience. I don't think I've ever seen this many people.
And a snowy day.
And it's snowing.
It's a big effort.
Board comments? There will be a PEG committee and a cable action committee afterwards. PEG's first because Ray's got to be in Flint. George will run that, and then we'll discuss the MuniWeb proposal in that committee meeting. So no board comments? Guess we're adjourned at, yes, sir.
Typically, I'm the liaison to the cable board from the Village of Beverly Hills, Rock the Bood.
Yes, right.
Happy New Year.
And I think Steve came out and kind of mentioned some of the issues that we were having, and I'm not sure if the administration is going to, be going after the $2,000, but is that part of the sound and the audio? I know Steve explained it. Like, I hear some background sound here. Is that something different than what we're working on? Or am I the only person hearing the crickets?
No, we're hearing it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Steve is my,
And, I'm not here to point fingers, I just want to make sure it's resolved. And thank you for your service, obviously, but more importantly, the Birmingham Cable Board, I think, have been wonderful with everything that we needed. And I wasn't sure about hardware. Is there like some specification that says hardware can be a PEG, grant, or hardware is not a grant? I just want to be clear, because I know that I'm also the liaison to Next, and when, we're planning this big move, they're going to need a whole bunch of hardware, and I want to be sure so we can plan accordingly and not, have the numbers in duplication. So, and you don't have to answer it right now. Maybe I can just take this offline and have somebody respond back so we understand.
You wanted to ask about the interference that you're hearing?
Yeah.
So I think it's just from the hearing aid that George has. So it's just a little bit of interference, so we can continue to try and work that out, but
No
that's where
worries.
it's
My
coming from.
apologies, yeah.
No, I mean, the technology is always a little bit more, it's always a little bit more complicated than it looks. So I know Steve makes it look really easy all the time, but it's just a little tweaking that needs to take place.
Right, and then I know a resident reached out to Steve, and Steve kind of answered all the questions, so I appreciate the fact that he's responsive, and that's really important to our residents here, so that's all. That's it, thank you.
That's it?
Thanks, Rock.
Thanks, Rock. No other public comments? And I guess we are adjourned. Thank you.